Hey guys, Jay Massey here, and welcome back to the channel. One of the things that I've noticed is that oftentimes when we're starting something new, especially as humans, we can get, well, afraid. And when we're afraid, almost anything seems like and can show up as a reason to not move forward. Sometimes it's just a lack of knowledge and a lack of understanding. And many times, especially in the real estate world, we feel like we need to go get a partner or we need to get somebody else in order to fill this thing, this gap that we are afraid of happening to ourselves and our business. And I say, you know what? Why not just become, well, better? In this particular snippet from one of our Q&A sessions, we go through some of that with one of our students who was starting in short-term rentals and feeling like the skill sets weren't all there and she needed some understanding and some additional resources, and well, we shared them with her, so now we're going to share them with you. Erica, what's up? Am I right in thinking that in order to do this business, you should have a partner who is passionate and knowledgeable about the business as you are in the event something happens to you? I have this concern, but I don't know if anyone else does. Okay, I'm not, it sounds like you're asking two different questions, Erica. So I'm gonna ask the two things, I think you're saying, or answer to two things I think you're saying. Because one, you're saying in order to do this business as if it's a prerequisite that you should have a partner who is passionate and knowledgeable about the business. No, it is not a prerequisite. There are many, specifically single mothers here in this group who are crushing it. Yeah, I would not, it is not a prerequisite under any stretch of the imagination. In fact, even if you are married or have a significant other and they're not involved, the way the system is designed is such that you can run it whether someone's involved or not. So yeah, that's number one. Now, in the event something happens to you, sounds like you're asking about, like, if I die, what happens to the business? How does the estate get handled? Which, that's what I'm hearing, and I think that's what you're asking. And that's a question for, well, everybody should be asking, but it's also a question for an estate attorney at the end of the day, so that you have, I in this case, again, I'm not a qualified estate attorney, but in this case, it would seem prudent to have a trust set up that would be able to have the details of what's going to happen with the business, etc., in order to make that all work. So, because you could just as easily designate someone who is willing, whether they're related to you or not, to be able to either continue running or oversee the business shutdown or sale to another operator or entity of some kind. So there are many options, but again, that's where that comes from. If you fall ill, the business has to continue, is what I meant. Yeah, that's what I thought, Erica. If you fall ill and the business has to continue, here's a number of good things. One, you're in a Facebook group where you know that the other people in this Facebook group, especially those asking questions, not only are they engaged, but they know how to make it work right. And in order to facilitate that, having a trustee or someone who knows what they're doing, or a trustee who knows who to call, who to contact to make that work, you need to designate that person. Typically, that designation is done in a document like a trust in order to make that happen, to make sure that your wishes, your business is handled appropriately. And sometimes the only thing you really want is depending on the incapacitation, it could be a conservator whose job it is to actually sell the business to for whatever they can get, to then take that capital and then turn it over to a trustee, so that the trustee can then manage the estate or manage that capital and the estate appropriately in order to fulfill your wishes. So that's really what it comes down to. But that's also why we got to get to phase 3 as quickly as possible. Get to phase 3. What level of cleaning do you expect from your cleaners? I'm like, are you, I don't know. What do you mean? DEFCON 1? I don't understand. Would they be able to clean colored carpet stains in between visits? No, I don't expect them to clean colored carpet stains. What about soiled fabric couches? Nope. That's also what we have a different person. Well, usually the person who knows how to do carpet can also do upholstery or fabric stains like you're talking about, but sometimes they're two separate people. So that's a different vendor. Lastly, do you change out not shower liners per booking? I would not change out the shower liners per booking. That would be excessive. We do change them, but definitely not per booking, because that would be excessive. I don't even know how you would pull that off. That's just crazy. All right. So, but we do change out the shower liners for sure. But they clean those. And then when they tell us it starts to get filmy and look weird, then yes, we change out the shower liners. But I don't expect them to do carpet stains. I don't expect them to do the couches. Again, I expect them to notify me when the carpet stains or the couches are not what they need to be so that we can then get the vendor out there to do something about it. But I do not expect that. So if you like information like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. That way you will be one of the first notified when we publish a new video. And hit that like button, because that'll tell YouTube that, hey, more people need to see this video, so please show it to them.